The final, you know, lecture about simians, monkeys, and apes is the hominoids. So colloquially, you know them as apes, but the scientific term is in fact hominoids. So it includes all the lesser apes, great apes, and us in terms of living hominoids. Hominoids are the most derived group of primates, living primates on Earth. And again, that includes lesser apes, gibbons, and siamangs. It includes the great apes, orangutans, chimpanzees, gorillas, as well as bonobos, which live south of the Great Congo River in Africa. And of course, you. There are a number of different derived hominoid traits that are important to keep track of. One is hominoids, apes typically have a larger brain. Apes don't have tails, and neither do you. So this is something that was inherited from the apes. Apes have longer arms than legs. Of course, that's different from you. That's changed in our lineage. And typically, apes have a broad thorax that's wider side to side than front to back because they're more upright. The profile for hominoids, apes and humans, right? Apes live in Africa and Asia exclusively, and of course, humans live everywhere. Body size range, at least for non-human hominoids, are the lesser apes are about 13, 15, sometimes 20 pounds, and then 385 pounds maybe for the largest male gorilla, although they can get even larger in captivity. All apes are active during the day, diurnal. They are quadrupeds, 4 points of contact. Remember, they do not have a tail. Apes can be in the trees or they can be on the ground, arboreal or terrestrial. Apes commit suspensory locomotion in the trees because they are able to make a kind of a cone shape, moving their arm in all planes of the body simultaneously. You can do this too, where you can, with your rotator cuff, make a big circle. This allows apes, and you inherited this from the apes to move through the trees at great speeds, and they're also using their leg for support. Brachiation is the type of locomotion where it's done almost exclusively just with the arms, and that's what you see with the lesser apes, gibbons and siamangs. These are the ones that are moving through the trees at very high speeds. The biological term for both of them is Hylobates, right? And you also have Pongo, which is orangutans, gorilla, which is, includes species of gorilla, and then you have Pan, which is a genus that includes both um, chimpanzees and bonobos, which are different in terms of their morphology and behavior. The social structure of the apes and diet are both varied. Um, the diets of apes can be fruit, leaves, seeds, insects, and chimpanzees will also have vertebrates like small kudu, or uh, they will even eat monkeys, hunt them and kill them and eat them. The social structure is mostly polygynous, with a few exceptions. There is a fission fusion type strategy that bonobos and chimpanzees use, and some are monogamous like the lesser apes. Let's go through some of our examples, like the white-handed gibbon, and this is a creature that lives in parts of South Asia. They will eat mostly fruits and seeds, and they almost exclusively live in the trees, but they can come to the ground. Look how long their arms are. They can move at speeds of 15 kilometers an hour in the trees, and they are monogamous. They'll pair bond for life. Although we have studies of them kind of cheating on each other, so maybe it's more of a serial monogamy. Orangutans are the Asian apes. They only live on two islands, the island of Borneo and Sumatra. And they are polygynous. Orangutans will eat all sorts of things, fruits and seeds. They'll make little tools to bash fruits and break them open. And you can see them committing suspensory locomotion in the trees right here. Gorillas live in parts of Central, East, and West Africa. Some of them live in preserved parks, but others live in lowlands, and some live in the highlands near the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. Gorillas predominantly subsist on leaves. They will eat fruit if they can get a hold of it. And of course, when you look at the apes, they're suspensory in the trees, but when they come to the ground, they are knuckle walkers. It doesn't hurt their fingers, but they propel themselves with the foreign limb and boost themselves with the hind limb, at least on the ground. And they're a little more forward. Um, Gorillas are polygynous. You'll typically have a silverback, which is the alpha male, and he will exclude all the other males from mating with his harem of females because he will guarantee that the babies will live into adulthood for paternity. This brings us to the genus Pan, which includes both chimpanzees and bonobos. Now, I don't have a bonobo here as an image, but understand that they are part of this genus and they are different. Chimpanzees and bonobos, they actually are, they live in Africa, and chimpanzees live in Africa in great numbers. Bonobos only live in one area, which is south of the Great Congo River. Bonobos and chimpanzees have a very similar social structure in that they are fission fusion, meaning that sometimes they are separate and other times they are together. When they are together, it's typically only because of mating and eating. Um, when you look at the fission fusion system of both chimps and bonobos, one of the biggest difference is who shares the strong bonds. Among chimpanzees, it is males that make strong bonds. Among bonobos, it is females that make strong bonds. They are dominated by females among bonobos. Chimpanzees have a much more varied diet, eating things like meat. Bonobos typically only eat things like fruits and seeds.